and gentlemen, welcome back to Critiques and Connoisseurs. This is episode number 4. I am JD from New York.
And I'm Big Hodge.
We are coming to you from the Moxley Hotel in New York City. And today we're going to be talking about Casa Dragones, another tequila. But instead of boring you on the facts of tequila, Jason, I want to talk about some specific key facts and then jump into the topic of discussion today, which we will get into in just a second. Casa Dragones and the agave. You know, agave and tequila go hand in hand. Cultivated at 1,200 meters above sea level in a volcanic belt in Mexico. And Jason, the soil in this volcanic belt is the richest on planet Earth. And 7 to 8 years to cultivate the agave to go into Casa Dragones.
So like something very moderate to expensive, like maybe $250 to $500 price range?
Absolutely.
This
is a very pricey bottle of tequila.
Well, you know what? With it being pricey, let's go ahead and indulge ourselves.
Of course.
You know, we gotta indulge ourselves.
That's why we're here. Jason is pouring this. This is one of the top tequilas in the world. And Jason, when we're talking about top and the greatest of all time, I want to correlate this with one of the greatest at her profession. 29 years of age, already a WWE Hall of Famer, whether you want to believe it or not. You know who I'm talking about.
A blueprint.
A blueprint.
Holy shish kebabs.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly. The one, the only Sasha Banks.
Come on.
That's the only one.
Sasha Banks. This is her beverage of choice.
Tequila.
Tequila. I don't know, man. I'm actually tasting a little bit of tangerine in that, a little bit of spice on the end of that.
Hold on.
And again, I'm not a tequila guy, but this is actually very smooth.
Is that undertones of pear with... I'm thinking vanilla.
I taste that as well. Actually, now that you mention it, yeah.
Hold on, let me get one more. And my God, I gotta say...
Some hazelnut, maybe.
Hazelnut and a damn blueprint. That's what it is. It's the blueprint.
It is the blueprint for tequilas, for sure. And being that we're talking about Sasha Banks, she is absolutely the blueprint for women's wrestling, and there's absolutely no doubt about that. And I'm gonna let you start off, Jason, with talking about your favorite moments of Sasha Banks so far in WWE.
Well, resonating that we're here in NYC, you would think that we're going to talk about the Garden, but that's not the case. We're going to talk about the Barclays. Everybody knows this was the match that everybody had cultivated the respect for Banks and Bayley, but we had the hot crowd. We had Sasha with a chip on her shoulder. We had the fans screaming, "Sasha's ratchet." No, she's ain't. Sasha's ratchet. No, she's ain't. Going back and forth. Bayley came to me as the Macho Man, being very particular in her moveset, delivering the babyface comebacks and cutoffs. Sasha was just very ruthless, being daring, even doing a damn heel somersault over the ref to the outside. And I was so scared, dude. I thought she hit her head. I thought she was going to be concussed. But damn, if they didn't keep on cultivating the fans and push, the fans was going crazy saying, "This is awesome." They had the roar. They had them in the palm of their hands. And then I seen Sasha and Bayley, they were snuffing it out. There was very brawlhouse up there on the top rope.
Sasha and Bayley knew what was going to happen. I firmly believe that they knew what was going to happen before that match even took place. The fans already knew. Yeah. Sasha came out, you said she had a chip on her shoulder.
Yeah,
I think when I rewatched it back as many times as I did, I watched Sasha and I see her thinking in her own mind, this is the night I am going to become a star. Dude, she came out in a Mercedes-Benz SUV. She had bodyguards around her. The way she was, her mannerisms, her body language, it spoke to everybody that night that this is going to be the leader of the women's revolution.
Boss.
Absolutely.
Pure boss
and you
status.
think that's just a gimmick.
That's
not. The way she embodies
not.
herself. And she comes off that way.
And when they were brawling on that top rope and they were about to take it home,
Which scared the living shit out of me, by the way.
Well, you know, she had one of the top guys in risk-taking, and Daredevil will help her out with that match, being the Amazing Red. Shout outs to Amazing Red, who helped Sasha Banks out in that Brooklyn match. That damn Poison Rana, she took it. Bayley, shout outs to Bayley. Bayley, you was a Daredevil.
We're going to talk about Bayley as well. We're not leaving Bayley out.
We can't.
Even though this is a Sasha Banks episode, we're not leaving Bayley out in any sense.
I think that's a key component with those two. You mentioned one, you got to talk about the other.
I'll get to it.
Yeah, so Poison Rana, Bayley, I got to put my drink down. She freaking tightens up the ponytail. Crowd going crazy. She grabs her belly to belly. 1, 2, 3. Crowd goes crazy. New NXT Women's Champ. A newfound respect for women's wrestling in the division. The division is wasn't really mentioned about up so, you know, like we have the four horsewomen, you know, Charlotte, Charlotte and Becky Lynch and Sasha and Bayley, and this was like a thing that crashed down barriers. Raised up the so-called brass ring, crashed down barriers. This match here culminated where fans was in love with the story that these women were telling. And they show athleticism and prowess like no other. Like, it was a slobber knocker, it was a technical masterpiece, and it was Daredevil-esque, chip on your shoulder storytelling. I love it.
Not only what gender you are as far as male or female, it legitimately stands the test of time, will stand the test of time, no matter where you are. 10 years, 20 years from now, it's gonna stand the test of time. What I love about Sasha so much is the fact I went back and watched their TakeOver Respect match, the Iron Woman match, Bayley and Sasha.
Yeah.
Not only did we have a fond appreciation of Sasha Banks in Brooklyn, but they go to Full Sail, they have that Iron Woman match, it exceeds pretty much to 30 minutes. And Sasha is just so in tune with her heel character at that point. I mean, I'll never forget it, and I always highlight that as one of Sasha's biggest moments, just because she gets it. She took Izzy's ponytail, bow tie off, and she put it on in the ring, and her mannerisms that led to Izzy crying in the middle of the match. It's like, I mean, that's the moment I think I fell in love with Sasha Banks, to be honest with you. As a heel character, that was it. She gets it.
That was very critique of you to go ahead and include Izzy. Izzy was very, oh man, you messed me up there. Yeah, that's one of those moments where we're like, character-wise, who can embody and embrace these moments and create these electrical feelings? And it's rare nowadays.
Yeah, because she, like I said, she gets it. She can go from heel to babyface. She's such an inspiration that she could be the biggest babyface on the planet, and she could be that boss, who knows what she wants and how to get it, and it just comes out in a heel fashion. And I know you want to talk about one specific moment, Jason. It's Sasha and Ronda, and I feel like, before I even let you talk about this, I feel like Sasha got the short end of the stick on this. I mean, if you're talking about Ronda coming into the WWE, Sasha is the one name you want more than anybody to be in that ring first with Ronda. Yet we got Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax in the ring with Ronda Rousey, and Sasha got the moment before Becky really got her moment, you know?
Yeah, I mean, not to shit on the women beforehand. No. This is just strictly one of these Sasha moments. This resonates with Sasha. Sasha is the blueprint, but for the fact that this woman went into this match with an ultimate fighter who was just regarded as this badass, one of the best fighters. And she brought the best out of her in her world, in her realm. Her world, her realm. She went in there, they gave you a little bit of Daredevil-esque, a little bit of risk-taking, some technical prowess, and brawl. Hells.
And we know Ronda loves professional wrestling. Sasha, brought Ronda to her best match, in my honest opinion. When Ronda debuted in WWE, we didn't know who or what she was exactly going to be. Sasha brought that out of her at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And seeing it firsthand, the training aspect.
Yeah. And you've seen that firsthand.
Yeah, I was there. I was there watching them train at Hog. They trained at House of Glory. Ronda's no pushover. She's really not a pushover. She really just embodies that hard-working ethic to like, all right, I know I'm in here with the boss. This is the blueprint. She brings the best out of everybody. I'm gonna have to step my shit up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. And you know, from day to day, one day with this person, one day with that person, I was just blown away. I was like, this is like an equal. I'm stuck here with an equal between these two women who are going to push the barrier, busting their ass to work hard and give you a quality match. And I was blown away at the Rumble. The Rumble was definitely something. Sasha really pushed Ronda to her brand.
And Ronda went on to WrestleMania. Main event WrestleMania with Becky and Charlotte. Sasha went on to win the first ever women's tag team titles in WWE with Bayley. And then the incident happened where she walked away from WWE. And I know exactly why she walked away. And it's not difficult to see why she walked away. She was very frustrated. She was very not Sasha Banks at that moment. She felt like she should be respected a little bit more, creatively booked a little bit better. I don't think they should have lost those tag team titles. I think that was a terrible creative decision. She came back stronger than ever, attacking Becky Lynch. That led to the Becky Lynch Hell in a Cell match, which was one of the best Hell in a Cell matches ever, by the way. Especially Sasha Banks, she could be actually considered Miss Hell in a Cell, to be honest with you, because she's been in every single one of them. But that match with Becky, I loved. And then she moved on to the Bayley feud, which was her next biggest feud. And again, I said to you, Jason, I don't want to leave out Bayley. You know, the one thing about Bayley is we all love Bayley when she was Bayley buddies in NXT and hugging and all the sweet nonsense that was going on.
Yeah.
But, you know, with Bayley, you see that Bayley and you see Bayley now. How great is it to see Bayley just mature into this next level character with the haircut, with the heel character, with the music, with the attitude? That itself shows true growth. And to me, as a wrestling fan, that's what I appreciate the most. I see her grow, and I love her even more so for that.
And that just complements the work styles.
Yeah.
You know, two people, two common goals, busting their ass day in and day out.
And that's why we love them so much, because we resonate with that aspect of their lifestyle.
Ding dong, bro.
Hello.
Fucking ding dong. That, you know, you can't have one great piece without the other. It's just like chess. But that one great piece met with another great piece at the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And boy, you talk about kendo stick spots, stair spots, freaking double knees through the cage. I'm so for it. Sasha, 1, 2, 3, let's do it.
Listen, I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Yeah.
You know, I've been calling for Bayley to actually win the Royal Rumble. Okay.
This year?
I want this year.
Oh shit.
I want Bayley. Now I don't know when you guys are gonna be seeing this. So the Royal Rumble could have been already passed. I want Bayley and Sasha at WrestleMania. What do you want at WrestleMania? You want them to finally close that chapter? You want them to get that live crowd atmosphere post-COVID, to give them what they deserve? I feel like it could be a fight forever moment, but the story is there, and I feel like it should happen, and they have it set up for now.
JD.
They're so young, bro. They could fight literally forever.
That's another, we're gonna have to give another notch to critiques. I'm so for it. I could watch those two just duke it out, tell the story, and they're gonna give the crowd exactly what they paid for. That's a culmination of a whole year.
Listen, they say women's revolution. The women's revolution is Sasha and Bayley. They are revolutionary in themselves.
Blueprint, standard,
Absolutely.
critiques, connoisseurs,
Absolutely.
tequila.
Casa Dragones, this is for Sasha Banks.
Sasha, this is for you.